do these changes have an impact on my lab? Well, it has a very direct impact on your lab if you're in any of the Meridian states, any of the WPS states, any of the CGS states, and any of the Palmetto states. And remember, this Cahaba thing is actually now Palmetto. So if you're in any of those states, you now will be bound if you are doing, RPP, UTI, STI, GI, meningoencephalitis, blood, infectious disease panels. I think it's also important to note too that these LCDs are referencing nucleic acid amplification tests. That being, PCR is one of the types of methodologies. LAMP is another one. There are many others. So that also means then it is not covering, for example, NGS testing, which, by the way, there aren't really any codes for you to use for infectious disease. So probably not a great idea to go, okay, let's figure out how to do it on NGS testing just yet. But, it's not fish. It's not related to fish. I think there's also a mass spectrometry type of way of looking for infectious disease pathogens as well. So it's not covering that. So it is related to what most of everybody is probably doing is PCR testing for infectious pathogens.
So let me say it again for your sales rep. So, if you are calling on gastrointestinal doctors and you are telling them, hey, your patients they're coming in with diarrhea, and you can now identify the pathogens very rapidly, no different than we can with COVID. And you can find out if your patient has a virus, a bacteria, or a fungus, whether you're calling on the call points of dermatology, urology, urgent care, family practice, long-term care, gastro, wound. You are being impacted now because respiratory and GI are specifically called out. And I'll let you get more into the details of that, William, but I just wanted to bring this back home it doesn't matter your call point. And it also doesn't necessarily matter the panel of the test, because these changes, when you start talking about Z codes, really impact all laboratory developed testing in molecular diagnostics, focusing on that DNA amplification.
That's right. That's absolutely 100% right.